What's up, YouTube? Today was a good one, like always, right? This is video journal number 10, I believe. Number 10. It's going by fast, right? And today was Monday, so the whole weekend, right? I basically came through like an awakening of like, not like, what's it called when you don't have confidence in your coaching? Dang, I forgot the word. But something like, is it not good enough? Or are they enjoying it? Right? Like, are they just coming in, getting out? Stuff like that, right? So I came across an account that I followed for a long time. It's like Jochum. I can't really say it because he says it differently. Jochum Strength or something. And, you know, if you ever seen The Matrix, there's the red pill. Are you going to take the red pill or the blue pill, Neo, right? He chooses, I think, the red pill, right? And the red pill is basically the side that you don't want to be part of, but secretly you do, right? So he's on the strength and conditioning side of the red pill, right? Like doing things differently where some coaches don't agree with. But a lot of the stuff he says I agree with, and it's kind of resonating with me, right? So last night I like stalked his Instagram page. I wouldn't say stalking, I was learning, right? I was just stalking and I was just going through it, right? And I was just like, man, a lot of this resonates with me. This is actually not exactly what I'm going through, but it's somewhat similar, right? So he warms up his teams differently. Well, he's in private sector, right? So individuals or his teams or the people, I think they're athletes that are not playing anymore and just want to lift, right? Which is awesome, right? So he's going through like these warm ups and like they're not traditional at all, like different games he's playing with pool noodles, right? But it's all athlete based, right? And it's something I've always talked about within myself. Like as a kid, like I said, I never had the money to go get a coach, a trainer like this. So me and my dad would play tag. We would do different stuff all throughout like my elementary age, right? Like playing tag with your brother, freeze tag with all the cousins, playing different sports like dodgeball, handball, stuff like that, right? And it all developed me as an athlete. So I'm like, why when you get older, you deteriorate from that, right? Like why do you go away from that? And I just, that whole last night, right, just staying up to like 2 a.m., 3 a.m., just going through his Instagram, like, wow, like every page, every picture, or every post that he posted was something I was like, yeah, this makes totally sense, right? So today, I basically got my athletes. We didn't do the warm-up like I've always did because I feel like, or myself as a coach, I felt like they were just coming in, right? Like I have a great relationship with them. They're fun, they're outgoing. But I was thinking to myself, if it's boring for me, how does it feel for them, right? Like I don't want this place to be like, here we go for weights. And I told them, I want this place to feel like the best place. Like if their coach told them tomorrow there's no weights, instead of being like, yes, no weights, I want them to be like, dang it, man, I was really planning on going to weights today, right? And today was fun, right? Today was fun. I finally unleashed from that mask or whatever, right? And I told them, we're not warming up like we usually do, right? Like our prep work, body weight squats, A skips, B skips. We're not doing any of that. All I did was put some cones down. And one of the ideas that I got was from him, and it was cone hopscotch, right? And I put one cone down, then I put two, then one, then two, then one, something like that. And I just told them, if you see one cone, you're landing on one foot. If you see two cones, you're landing on two. And man, did they just like take off with it, right? And they're jumping, they're looking like athletes, and they're having fun, right? The only thing that matter is that smile on their face, and they're getting it done, right, with intent. And, you know, if I told them, do this prep work, right, they're going to do it with, half a wording, right? They're not going to be able to do it, right? They're like, oh, another warm-up, another day, right? But that was like out of their mind, like, dang, right? But I kind of was telling them before it started why when we were in elementary school it was more fun, right? And then we got so serious as we got older. It should be the other way around. Like, why are we, not that it should be serious back then, but like, it was fun to go PE. It was fun to go see your PE teacher and play those games and those, because it translated to the game so well, right? Like the playground, different playground activities that all translated so well to your sport, right? Not that you were taking it serious as a kid, but all those maneuvers you had to make in freeze tag or monkey bars, all that stuff translates to the game. Right. So when I had them do the hopscotch, they loved it, man, smiling. Right. And then those are my two teams. And then my men's water polo, I did it with them and they just took off with it. Right. The last rep he like, one of the kids was jumping, touched his foot and like made it look cool. And I was like, you know what? On your way back, you got to do something cool, right? You got to do something cool. And these guys are looking like They were skateboarding without a skateboard. And I was just like, I thought to myself, man, am I holding them back? Like, they are being athletic right now. And this is a polo team. This is a water polo team. And they're being athletic, right? And I'm like, I think I'm holding them back. So I enjoyed it, right? Because I told them I want to start having fun. I want to start, I want this place to be a place that you always want to come back. Like, you want to do 5 days a week. We only do 3 or 2, right? But you want to keep coming, right? I don't want this place to be, dang it, man, we got weights today. Man, we're just going to do this, right? I still told them we're going to work hard. We're going to work at it, heavy squats, heavy bench. But like, let's have fun with it, right? Like our warm up, let's not just do a simple warm up. Let's do something activity wise. Let's compete. Let's do something that's going to translate to the game, right? Like, I just wanted it to be a fun environment. That's all I wanted it to be, right? So I want them to keep coming back. I want them to enjoy it. And in the end, I want them to just be athletes, right? Because I had to take a step back and be like, I care about this so much because it's what I want to do. Like, it's what I love to do, right? But then I took a step back and I was like, these are swimmers. These are water polo athletes. These are, cheer and dance. This is golf. Like, they don't want to come here to play weights and lift weights, man. They just want to play their sport. So I was like, let's compete then. Let's compete in the weight room. Let's bring it here and then have them do 20 minutes of the lift, 30 minutes of the lift, right? Because my workouts take like 30 to 40 minutes, like nothing there. So I was like, let me add this warm up and have them compete, have them have fun, have them not think about what they're doing. And the greatest part about it was when they were jumping and they're waiting for each other, they were applauding each other. It was like we were at a game, right? Like, it was, you're congratulating each other, or like, oh, I'm going to take that idea, right? Because they were hopping. The first time was always bad, and then their second time they found a rhythm. Then their third time they were like, they finally caught on, right? And what I had told them, because Joachim's strength, I saw it on one of his things and I had to write it down in my notes. And he said, let me read it. He said, the art of coaching is the ability to adapt on the fly, right? The only way you become a good coach is if you adapt on the fly, right? If you can't do weights that day, or coach says, we're only doing 10-minute weight session today, you have to adapt. That's what makes a good coach a great coach, right? But so is the art of being an athlete, right? And I told them, like I told my swim athletes, I had went to one of their events, and I guess there's a flag above the water that they look for to know where the wall is or something, right? I didn't know. I was never a swimmer. And I told them when I was there, I saw you guys adapt to it because there was wind and the net was loose, right? So the flag was somewhere else, not where it's supposed to be, right? And I told them they adapted. And then I looked at water polo and I said, you guys adapt, right? If someone's trying to drown you, you're trying to get up while trying to get the ball, trying to score, trying to play defense, right? And all those things are adapting, right? A coach and an athlete are adapting together. So I said, let's do that right now. Let's warm up differently. Let's do some stuff differently. Let's correct our movement patterns, right? Because my lifts consists of movement patterns, but I want to bring it competitive. And that's what I did. And it was fun to coach today, right? So I just loved it. It was fun. It was good to see them smile. They're always smiling, but it was different. They enjoyed what they were doing and they had intent, right? If they enjoy what they're doing, then they're going to put forth the effort, right? And that's all I wanted. And then next, right, my lift today, lifted late today. I was going to go to school early and lift, but since I was stalking Joachim's strength, I did not get to wake up that early, right? So I had to go straight to coach and work. And then I was like, I'm going to get my lift in after, right? I'm not going to be soft. I'm going to get my lift in. So I started off the workout with some leg curls and split squat isos, as you'll see, right? The leg curls, I did banded leg curls, and then the split squat isos, 20 seconds hold each leg. Then I went to squat, right? We did back squat. I warmed up. So when you see me squatting right now, it's not, I went straight into that number. I'm warming up way before that, right? So I did 4 sets of 2 sets of those was 290. And then the last 2 sets of 2 was 330. Then I dropped the weight back down about 10 to 15%. I did 280, put 280 on the bar. And now we're going to do 3 sets of 4 with the 2-second pause, right? I'm going to give some time for the video to pop up, right? So the pause back squat, I did 3 sets of 4, 2-second pause. I'm going to show the first one, and I think I showed the last one, right? And that was hard, right? And so today's squatting, usually I was going off my 90% 1 rep max, right? So my 1 rep max ever is 425. I had a belt on and everything. And that was Squattober, where I was squatting every day of the month. So I was really strong in this back squat. Let me catch my breath. So I was really strong in the back squat, right? But I get scared because if I go too high on my percentage, I don't have a belt on me, right? I was using my coaches. Don't have a belt on me, so I don't want to go too high where I need the belt, right? Trying to squat without it, right? So I've been squatting with 90% of my 1 rep max. So my training max was 380. This week I wanted to change it to 390 for this new phase, this new volume phase, right? So I did 390 off of 390 today, and it felt good. You can tell I was like, oh, this is a little heavy, just that 5-pound difference. But 92% training max, it went well, right? I was kind of scared. Then after I did deficit deadlifts where I stand on a 25-pound plate, right? And I did 3 sets of 3 at 240. And then my last 2 sets of singles was 290. And that felt good. It said to go up, but I just wanted to move that 290 really fast. Then I finished with Bulgarian split squats, which you'll see 3 sets of 5 each leg, and then some leg isos, which I did in the beginning. Some split squat isos with 3 sets. Oh my God, I keep burping. 3 sets, 20 seconds each. And that was pretty much it for today. And I don't know, just let athletes be athletes, man. They're going to athlete. Like I said, when I had men's water polo do it, they were doing some stuff I've never seen them do before. And I was like, man, I'm holding them back. That's end of the day I am. And they were smiling. They're having fun. They're getting after it. They loved it, right? So I'm going to keep doing that, right? Because my ultimate goal is to have my own gym, to be a strength coach in my own gym, private sector, right? Work for your own self, your boss and all that. And just one of the things I love is having a relationship with someone, right? Not like that, but, to be like, man, I'm proud of you. Keep coming in, keep working hard, but I also just want to have fun like I did as a kid, man. I was always competing, if it was field day at recess or it was field day, like they took a day off of school and they just did field day. Man, I love those days. So I kind of want that every day of training, right? Yeah, that's what I want. That's all I want, field day. So that's kind of how it felt. And then we got into our workout and then my workout at the end of the day. And that was pretty much it. So that was 12 minutes of me talking. Good night and let's go.